Will the stream stabilize? That is a low connection. Okay. So. Let's see how. Should be more of a background noise. So, starting off, I'm going to do the new Easter quest. I'll regain the tokens I lost buying the new pets they added. And then I'll go do some boss for the Havenhythe. Doing more corporate espionage, like the one niece of his stealing the recipes of other people, whatever. Okay. Is the Easter Bunny running low on funds? Is it? Okay. Are we gonna break up their little trio? Break up their triumvirate or whatever it was they call themselves. Triumvirate, whatever that actually means. Okay. Who am I supposed to be talking to? So this was... something for me to click on, so... Actually, is it... what is over there? Okay. And that outfit was always so ugly. Nope, no, none over there. The butternut? I've never actually seen what a butternut looks like, so I can't say whether that's actually threatening or not. Uh... Ah. These spies don't seem to be good at doing their job. Count Rivens. Never heard of a Rivens before. Yeah, I feel like these are all supposed to be references, but I don't get it. And he said going to new land, so it should be actually in Havenhythe. No? It's a cat walking in and out, so no. Oh, I actually have to pay 30 coins. Oh. I should have just teleported. Should have actually made him go to Havenhythe. I mean, to hunt down his whereabouts and whatnot. Bring us to various aspects of the place. Something like that. He wants a ride. He doesn't have the 30 coins. I need to go wrong direction. I need to go here. For some reason, I thought it was on that island right there. Not paying attention, obviously. Bad choice. Okay, so I kind of doubt of all the ones. I feel like the answer will be number 2. Number 3. And maybe number 1. Oh. Right, I'd say yes, and then I have to go through the whole conversation again. Okay. Oh, it's like I just need to remember where they are. Okay. Okay, well, that was easy enough. But we didn't get them down to 0. Catcher. Well, that got me my same exact rewards I spent on the pet. It's laggy. Since I'm now back at the cap of 3K, assuming they haven't gotten rid of the cap. So I guess that means I don't have to do any sort of skilling here. And now I can get to bossing at Havenhythe. Question is, do I do the hedgehog or the giant? I saw that they got rid of the cap on the bones for the giant, so my collecting of the bones isn't exactly having any value now, because I can get infinite amounts of them. But I'm right now lagging, so I think best would be the easier one, the one I have to worry about. I.e., this is a giant.
That was...
Alright, they also mentioned something about the cap being increased for that, so... No, not cap. The locations being increased, so you don't have to actually be at the new activity. So I wouldn't have had to actually skill there either way. Right, right. Well, not like it matters to me, I don't really care. I mean, I guess I could. I think I'm gonna
Too
earn...
fast. Too slow.
I guess there's no downside to spending them if I can earn them anywhere. So I guess I will. Come on, lag. Why exactly? For rarities. Because you always think of purple journey as being rarer. Kind of weird that purple was actually just the 1 times and then 5 times is the blue. Weird. I feel like they normally do purple as the rare when they do things like that. It's like the presents they do. There's white, blue, purple. And when you get rewards on them, they also have that type of announcement. They reversed it.
I've got a bone to pick with you.
So I should have brought her bag still. So I want these. Where are you? That was oddly long. Did he just... Whatever. Whatever. I won't say it. Turn that off. I know they said they made it random, but so far he only uses mage as the first. Come on. Pet drop. Nope. Where? I want to see the...
Cog blast!
Okay, so it's like 100 per drop or something. Or maybe 20? I don't know. So 75 kills of him. If I can get the pet with the next 100, that'd be nice. Seems like now you can actually pretty much AFK him.
Look at this.
They nerf his damage percent? I know before I was taking a bit more. Or is it melee that was the only problem? That's his strongest style. I don't know. I'd have to look back at that. See what his average hit was. I am taking slowly more damage now.
Bet that hurt.
So I guess it probably was just RNG, maybe?
Cog blast. Boom. Thanks, Wes.
When I get to 100, I might switch over to do a little bit of the hedgehog instead. Right, actually, there was a mention of new achievements. Lore. No. Post quest. Ah, okay. I need to put that in there and then came. Okay. Okay, so it drops up 50. Okay. I guess if they standardize it, says the random 20 to 40 range that they used to do. That's nice. Hopefully I no longer have this
Cog blast.
lag soon.
Boom. Thanks, Wes.
It's actually kind of dark, seeing as the skull he's wearing on his head that you get as a reward is technically the skull of a wizard that he killed. That's a little dark. Just how he's able to actually utilize these abilities. Oof. They went dark. Scratch. Headphones just getting more and more. I hear noise. I don't know if you hear it. I move my head a little bit. I think they've been banged around a little too much.
Bet that hurt.
His audio and text cues are not in sync for his taunts. I can DA that. Too bad you can't make it this faster for spawning. It's already at the highest spawn rate.
Boom. Thanks, Wes.
And he has a slow death animation, which I guess attributes to the slower respawn slightly. You know, they included normal mode in the description for this. Right there. Does that mean they're going to add a hard mode eventually? Hard mode is generally better for pets. But I guess thinking if I get the kill count up no matter what, it would help for the threshold if they add a hard mode. Ivar's challenge. There's Ivar. I wonder. Ivar or Ivar? Where's Ivar? Maybe. I don't know. Sounds wrong for that one.
Bet that hurt.
Ivar would be wrong with the I. It'd be a Y, but I mean, they don't always have to follow the rules. There's like Phoenix and Phonics, after all. That's supposed to be like a throne, right? I wonder how he gets up there. Fun if we could get there and, you know, sit around.
Bet that hurt.
I guess I can DA. Wait, did these? There's only flatbacks, right? Not these getting cut off. Okay, it's just simple components. Oh well, that's fine. I'll take it. I feel like his spawning is inconsistent. Did they mess up something? Or am I just feeling the flow of time differently from time to time?
Gotcha.
I wonder. You DA these. You can. Okay. What components do they give? Organic and pious. Not really worth it to farm.
Dog blast. Bet that hurt.
Pious is never really used either way, to my memory. Stack of 10 bones.
Boom. Thanks, Wes.
I wonder if there's lore to be gotten. That book that's over there, if I bring it to the Archmage, as I recall when I asked, there was no use for it yet. So maybe one day they'll add a boss that is the undead version of that mage. Or something. A headless version of it. Since he's wearing the head. They make him a Lich King or something.
Think fast.
Well, not a real Lich King, of course. If anything, just a skeletal mage that just is too big for his britches. After all, he was taken down by this. Sorry, excuse for a giant. I don't know. There's many ways they could go about it.
Gotcha. Bet that hurt.
I'm a little worried that with this 2 to 3 second lag, that it might not be a good idea to do the Silver Quill boss. I don't know. It's like 2 seconds delay. Let's see. Yeah, it's like 2 seconds. Sometimes. It's not always.
Cog blast.
Like there, my ability activate fast.
Thanks, Wes.
But compared to my ability activating, when I tried to attack him, it took him like 2 seconds to like for my character to even move. There, I clicked and then not moving. So, it's, I mean, I can try fighting the Silver Quill boss and see if it goes fine. It's not like it's a hard boss to do, so it shouldn't punish me that hard for a slight lag. Especially as I would not have the big damaging moves on the bar for Revolutionary attack system. The Revolution system is great, but not for every situation.
Think fast.
Okay. It's 96 kills, so 4 more kills and then I'll swap over and do some Silver Quill.
Think fast.
With how they've worded the player in house update, now if I ever want to change something in my house, it sounds like it would be easier because you can store it and then re-put it out again without having to destroy everything. So it sounds like maybe reorganizing your house might be easier. And they're going for more functional, per se, than just, you know, decorative, from what I've heard they want.
Gotcha.
Which will be nice to get the house a little more life. Something that's been desired by a lot of players for a long time. Giving the player on house an update. I wonder if we'll get the quote-unquote armory people have been asking for. I don't know how that would work properly with things that are augmented and all that. Since most things that are just armors will not can be put easily into the storage in the house. So I kind of doubt that will give us a actual armory. Something for our swords and all would be nice though, which would be an expansion on the wardrobes and all that. But if you were able to actually put,
Break fast, too slow.
if you're able to put some of these outfits actually on display rather than just in a cupboard, for example, like all these lower tier weapons, like his maul, it actually had it out on display rather than just inside of a storage. Something like that. That'd make people want to go out and I think farm for some of these weapons again. With something like that, maybe it's about how it's implemented. I'd go get those shadow glaives again because I did kind of like their look in theory. But there are also, of course, the various. Okay, 100. Various swords that are fun weapons more. If you can put those on display. So you have your own personal flair of what you want. Grab a little extra food. Rather than 10, I get 14. Room for drops. Oh, and I need their bag. Just because I know there's spirit weed and that is actually something nice to get for making the super necromancy. We'll see how it goes with lag. I'd like for them to add a right click option for the canoes. Loud. I wonder if they'll do an update for the mangery inside the playground house to increase its size, or will it just stay the same, I wonder. Because there's so many pets if you want to have them wandering around your house. Technically, you could allow the restriction of only one to be removed, so you could actually put 2 mangeries, for example. Something like that. Alright, need to move you off. I don't really care. It's not that big of a threat, honestly. Don't want to be standing next to it. After all, it has reflect mirrors next to it. Though I think I was still one tile away in the end, but better safe than sorry. Whatever. Gonna try to play as little as I can for having to avoid mechanics. Just deal with the tumors. Come on. Just grab everything else because it's not like I'm lacking space. I can always dump these if I need or want to grab the sanguine matter. Just no matter what, these aren't going to sell high because they're low tier. 20 and 50, or was it 40? Did it go teak then Acadia or Acadia then teak? Oh. Looked away from my screen for a moment. Oh well, didn't really hurt me. Did I dodge it? Thanks to my passive ability. I told you. Oh, whatever. Just something to DA. It's not that bad for having a lag. It's still only a mid-game boss. It's forgiving. If it was the upcoming Garazzi, or whatever brothers, the vampire brothers, it's coming out like in winter or whatever, that would be a lot tougher to deal with. I don't expect it to be in any way forgiving. Come on, I said attack. Lag plus with familiars dying. It. Okay. I would really like for them to add a cosmetic version of the skin so that the pet isn't the cyst version. You know what? I'll add a suggestion on. Oh wait, no, wrong time. That is a waste. Dealt nothing because I reached the cap. I could just use a little abilities here or there. It's gonna hurt. As long as I time it properly. And my lag is currently gone. That's nice. So just maybe for 1,000 kills, get the cosmetic version of this pet that's not cis covered. Yeah. Okay, the lag is back now, slightly. Great. Making me move because of where they're placed. under me. Okay. Put my inventory finally. I think that's all the rewards really, except for even worse sapphire bolts, I believe. These are already worth nothing. Drops for this boss are not exactly good, but I mean, for a tier like 50 or 60 boss, it's not meant to be. It's more actually, it has to be tier 50 only. Because I don't think anything they dropped really. I mean, the arrows are tier 60. The bolts, I mean, tips, whatever, spines. The spines make the bolts. That doesn't go up to tier 60. But otherwise, I mean, I guess Dragon Stones are actually, that's like, what, 70s are be able to cut them and whatnot? No, 55. To be able to do the basic. So yeah. So it'd be extra nice just to finish off the log for this early. Yeah. Never gonna happen. It always ends up taking longer than expected. Okay, Pop. Skyward is a little weakened. said. After yeah, I'll give up on the Sanguine. It's really not that useful right now. I mean, what is its use really at this point? It's, and I can grab one, but that's it with my current space because you can't note them. Surely one day it'll be used to upgrade further the Haven Silver. But that's a future, not modern problem. And the Sanguine Potion, well, I'm not currently using it. Maybe it'll again be used in the future. I heard something about it's not actually making immune, as it kind of implied. At least not the quest one did. Not. It's supposed to be something like a 25% reduction in damage or something. And does not currently work for the boss. Just how the swords don't per se work on the boss. No, I could be wrong. I mean, I hear what other players are saying. They're saying they don't really see any difference in tier 60 versus, you know, that tier 60 weapon for damage. So I did the achievement of killing with Haven Silver, but I've not killed with more tier 60 weapons. So. You know, when I first heard about this hedgehog boss, before that I saw that it was a cyst-covered nightmare, I was actually looking forward to it, using it as like a pet, maybe having one around my house. Just its cyst version just is not that appealing. Oh look, ashes. Well, it's technically worth more than you, so I guess I'll take the ashes instead. I wonder what bone creature that is. Is that supposed to be a human bone, actually? Suddenly started taking a lot more damage by RNG. Not be on my side. Or is it my RNG was too good before? I'm pretty sure I didn't have that much problem before my earlier kills of this boss. Though I guess I must be getting a lot more of the stacking damages. Flax is not worth more than the ashes. Oh dear, my internet's dropping. But actually, Runescape is staying strong. Just OBS dropping this time. Stand up a little bit. A little stiff. Hurt them a little bit more. Speed up her takedown. If only the single matter could just be stacked. I guess that'd be too valuable for what they have in the long run. Obviously. Do I have to... Oh, it doesn't count. Ah, it can only put in Grimies. Each grime. Ah, okay. Oh well. It's not really worth it to constantly bank it. For me, I don't think. They're only 5k each. And you don't get them back commonly. What I can do is replace. Because, like, honestly, some of these are either undersell either way. And actually, you're even worse in that regard. I'll get rid of you. Should bring less food, actually. I'm not dying that fast. Expected with the lag to be a little more in need of food. I've generally been fine. Right now, the lag is non-existent. Oh, let me take 2 hits. Well, that should replace that. Obviously. Higher tier drop. Oh wait, no. It's you that's the lower tier. Yeah. There. I'll try to at least dodge that one just to get a little less damage. Whatever. I wonder what content will come with the next expansion of Havenhythe. So we're supposed to get for summer a new quest and I think dig site for this place. But we've seen that inside of the Silver Haven mine there is the weird blood altar and all that. So maybe we'll get a new necromancy location at some point. And that they were performing, like in the first age, some sort of necromantic rituals or something. Maybe we'll get some. I don't know. Jody course. I don't know what I want from a Jody course, honestly. Hopping from tree to tree, jumping, being like Tarzan or something. Or would it be more like just a simple rock climbing up the mountain Jody course? Swimming a Jody course? Something like that, I don't know. It doesn't have to be a Jody course, actually. It could be a new form like the fish farm, So we'll add something else to do. I mean, like adding a treadmill or something would make no sense logically. For like training your Geody up, getting your leg working. So besides running a Geody course, I'm not sure how to ideally train it. We have like the bicycles inside of the Barak site. That's supposed to be down in the Seniston cathedral or something. No, not cathedral. Throne room. The Dark Throne Room, yeah. So that's capped at how much XP you can gain. Before they add more divination locations, they need to add more value to divination. Since they're taking out the divine locations that you can craft and use. Not sure what I'd really want for a expansion, skill-wise. I mean, they could always give us the fishing and cooking expansion to 110 or 120. Probably 110. Because one thing they have to do is also expand the constitution up. Better use of the food. Which you can add it and it will require to get its max potential a higher constitution than you currently can use. As a groundwork for a future expansion. Otherwise, you cap at 99, which isn't ideal for the long run for the future. Models vibrating. If by using knowledge of all the gods combined you could expand prayer up, but prayer has not been tied to the gods as much nowadays, since they've expanded on what the gods are. Sure, Cerdomin, you know, blessings and prayers, but technically you can still use those even if you're not blessed by Cerdomin or worshiping him or whatnot. So, and the cursed ones, technically draw power from Sorrows to alter that entity to be our deflect, or reflect, I mean. Yeah, it is deflect, but yeah. I guess add a new prayer book for Inanna. You know, she's just a guardian of Gothics, but she might... No, that doesn't make sense. I don't know, it's hard to try to make guesses on what they could or could not do, what they would or would not be willing to do. Because, I mean, summoning would be a great one for this location, because they've made the obelisks here. We can learn some new high tier summoning from Inanna. Or maybe even the buyers. Don't know how they want to go with it. But I feel like Inanna would be a better choice for that. Seeing as construction is not specifically being tied into this location, seemingly. The Havenhythe. That dog. Roy, you were springing inside at night or something. It's gonna constantly bark. Instead of sleeping outside. But besides summoning and prayer for this location, like I said, fishing, cooking would be a fine choice. There's div, no matter what, is gonna be an odd one to try to update. But tying it to a new land like this, at least allows them some freedom to add new locations randomly. I mean, yeah. Find out the Sanguine actually has been feasting on anima, pouring out from a location that opened up since the whole World Wakes incident. That's why it's now grown to be a threat. Could have actually been slowly growing for a long time up to that point, and then finally surged. Depending on how they want to explain the Sanguine, which is fire related, and we're supposed to be tied to Vampirum. So I don't know how they're planning to implement it as a story. It's literally just the virus came over in like the last few months and started this incursion by corrupting lands with the Sanguine powers. And that's why what's-her-face, Anya, doesn't know much about the history. It seems like she didn't know. It seems like she maybe lived in Mortania from her dialogue. So she actually came from Vampirum. She's against the whole idea of this operation. Something like that. Because they should definitely, before going from 110 to 120, they should work on getting the others up to at least 110. Honestly, I gotta say, it's gotta be summoning going to 110. I feel like they'd probably want that to just go straight to 120 for a better idea of what they want for scaling. Which they could first actually add all these various areas and then add something afterwards. Because you'll have then new items to use as material, like the Sanguine Matter. I feel like you need a better source of Sanguine Matter than currently is available. Which could be a new creature coming out. As far as like the Steel Titans and Minotaurs, they can always just make new versions of those for higher tier beyond Ruin and Iron for the Steel Titan. For the Fiends, Water Fiend and all those, technically, I mean, they can make weird fiends using other talismans. Seeing a Law Fiend would be funny. More like actually be like a Chaos Fiend, Cosmic Fiend, something like that. Huh? Yeah, they could do Cosmic or Chaos. Make use of those talismans, which would give them actually a reason to be picked up by players. A Nature Fiend, Death Fiend, Blood Fiend. Well, Blood more because we have, yeah. The Blood Talisman was a quest reward. Alright. Top sources. Okay, that's from the Combarium, which is, that'd be a terrible one. No, okay, Blood Fiend would not be a option. But Cosmic, Chaos, Nature, Death, they can make some weird fiends for that. Add something of a new pack animal beyond Mammoth and what? I mean, something of a big animal. They could always add that in the wilds of this place. Some new wild creature. Otherwise, Did Mask have anything like that? Yeah, it had to be from here, I think. Otherwise, adding like a literal dinosaur pack animal. Or like British dinosaurs or something. I guess using farm resources, you could make some things like the Ripper or Feral dinosaurs by using the claws, and poisonous slime could be used to make a venomous dinosaur, or maybe even a giant frog for all it mattered. Or if you really want to just make a slime. Like a poisonous jelly, as they call it. Instead of slimes, they call them jellies, I believe, for those cubes. But that would make sense, actually. How their slime from the dinosaurs and frogs would turn into a jelly monster. It will make a lot of sense, actually. So, no, it's gotta be. Well, actually, I guess a lot of weird things don't make sense for its conjuring of summoning creatures, making pouches and all that. They use things that aren't related to the creatures. Logs to make an ent or whatever. Bark to make a. What did the hollow bark actually turn into again? Nothing? Okay. It did. Okay. 5 minutes on the clock, and then I'll call it with that. I'll end the stream. I'm at 82 kills. Cool, cool. Oh no, I'm lagging. Hello? massive drop in connection. I wonder if this boss is immune to knockback. Oh, it's too large. Yeah, it always says that when it's too large. Oh, I'm pretty sure. Hello. Oh no, come on. Okay, so my internet's getting worse. Now, in a short time, I've had it drop to. I've dropped to 0 for connection for a few seconds. So definitely would be a good time to end it. In 2.5 minutes. Come on. Okay, so. Okay, my internet's down to 0. Come on. Okay. Looks like the connection is back. Yeah. So with that terrible laggy ending, that's where I'm going to call it for this. Because the arena has expired. So. That was about 30 minutes or so of killing Evar and an hour of killing Silverquill. They're easy because they're low tier. And I'm using high tier gear. So, yeah. Thanks for hanging out with me and checking out these bosses. Hope you liked the game and play safe, be smart out there.